Welcome to Bramlage Coliseum. It's year 3 of the Jerome Tang era as he puts one of the nation's top transfer classes on display for the first time as the Wildcats host Fort Hays State. Hi, everybody. Ben Boyle, Stan Weber. Great to have you with us tonight.
Starting with the exhibition game, be a good rebounding team.
And we are underway in exhibition play, and the tip controlled by Coleman Hawkins. CJ Jones will start at the point tonight. We'll see plenty of Doug McDaniel. Also, Max Jones not available tonight with a minor foot injury. As they dump it inside to David Gasson, and he is fouled on the first possession.
At K-State in the last 2 years went out and upped his game. So now
the 5 spot here tonight, but we will also see a 6'11" player. Here's Caleb Hammocky at the top of the Fort Hays State offense, driving in on Hawkins, can't finish, and tapped out of bounds, and it'll stay down here with the Tigers.
You see the explosive capability, get that steal.
Riley with the rebound over the top of Achor, but K-State picks up the loose ball. Still looking for a first made bucket here. Dribble handoff, Brendan Hassan. Yes! There's your shooter.
Not get it done.
Deep corner 3 off the inbounds from Brendan Hassan. Good shooters.
Yep, and some work on the offensive boards. It's exactly what Jerome Tang and his staff wants to see.
Dan Makuna with the first points. Extra pass, Hassan again. When you make the first 2, you kind of feel like they're all going to go in. As Hammocky in transition gets his first.
He plays. He comes from a family of basketball. His dad played college basketball, as did his 3 sisters.
McDaniel the steal ahead to Buddy Rich.
When you can hang that long, it's tempting just to grab the rim.
Year, and it didn't take him long to get to the rack again here in transition.
More of a veteran. Last year he played just under 10 minutes a game, got into 16 different games, had 1 double figures. K-State has put in 9 players already early in this ball game. And that doesn't include Max Jones, who's unavailable tonight.
Achor floats his way. Has been a huge bright spot in preseason camp for the Wildcats. CJ Jones in transition. McDaniel floater on the baseline is fouled on the shot.
Achor.
Talked a lot about the transfer class. Doug McDaniel, 15 points a game, was an 81% free throw shooter. 29% from 3-point range. It was all about the defense. Mark Johnson doesn't think they'll be quite as good defensively this year, but thinks they'll be better offensively as C.J. Jones gets his first 2 in a Wildcat uniform. Jones leaves it for Hassan. Fired into Buddy Rich with the hammer.
Great pass by C.J. Jones. Gasson on the offside rebound, got the spot that you want, kicked it out. Got it to the man who can dunk quickly, Buddy Rich. He's got that quick leap.
This is Kyle Grill, the brother of Caleb Grill, who's played.
Sean Riley's done a nice job to start this game with the ball in his hands here. See that pass he made? He's done some nice things. Rebounding the basketball there, gets double teamed, makes the pass across the lane, and watch where the ball's going to go and get a piece of it.
The Kentucky Wildcats, and get this, he blocked a shot. Air floater, no, on Yenso with the board. Euro step for Gasson, rolls it in.
I'm not sure how he got that one to go, because not a high percentage move. 1 into 3 in the lane, but the line drive falls in.
Corner three, good for Kyle Grill. He's got the last 5 for Fort Hays State. Tigers within 3.
He's from Mays, Kansas.
Hawkins is fouled. Mark Johnson told us that Kyle Grill 100 points, 500 rebounds, 200 assists, 100 blocks.
Expect. And he also has 1 triple-double. Against Syracuse, 15 points, 10. This guy's got a sweat going, and he does not stop.
Looks for a high pick. Now K-State with the switch. Hawkins with the steal. And the reach-in foul by R.J. Crawford. And a long season tipping off here tonight with this exhibition game.
They know their routine. They know what they want to do. And then you got to remind yourself, oh, yeah.
5 wins in his first 2 years for Jerome Tang. And, of course, the overtimes.
Unbelievable.
12-0 in overtime games is Jerome Tang. Hawkins turns down the deep 3, puts it on the deck. Finds Buddy Rich. Buddy muscles his way in. Score it for Buddy Rich.
Buddy Rich, if he gets a chance, couple dribbles, he's going to hang at the rim and score.
Yeah, the 6'10 quarterback found his tight end on that one. Hawkins the board. Good outlet, C.J. Jones.
That's what Jerome Tang expects.
The career high 25 against Bradley during his time at Illinois Chicago. So he's certainly a guy capable of putting points up. Step back jumper for Martino. Got a couple of bounces and it drops. McDaniel back to Onyenso. On the block for the big fella. The turnaround is short. Hawkins saves it for the Cats. Hawkins on the glass with the sweet move. The Cats push it to 10. Little hezzy from Hammock, he won't go. Grill with a nice board. Gets it back again, and the third time's the charm for the Tigers.
But they forgot to wait to see if it went in the basket. Rarely do you see Hammock pick up his dribble in that situation. He got out of it.
Grill on Yenso. With a little run here, leads it 26-18 with the defense. Clearly getting on track though here on the offensive end. Dumped into by Fall. He has it knocked away. 7 to shoot for C.J. Jones. And he hits! 7 in the first half for C.J. Jones. And the first for the USA. U16, U17 levels. Here's a chore. As we've reached the 1:30 mark of the first half. Hawkins, bang! Coleman Hawkins.
It was a nice little 2-man game over there to get Hawkins an opportunity to shoot a 3 in rhythm.
He shot 37% from downtown a year ago for the Illini, and 50% of his shots were from three-point range. He is first and foremost a
K-State trying to deny Caleb Hammocky, but that is hard to do. This team knows how to get in the basketball, and he has a good handle when he gets it.
Riley, no. Buddy Rich, of course, quickly off the floor. Castillo lost the handle. And tipped home by Martino. K-State will have the last shot.
What great hustle by Martino to be down there to help out and tip that one back in.
Hawkins puts it up and is fouled with 1.3 here to go in the first half. Fouts boards a year ago for the Illini. At a career high of 30.
Free throw shooters.
And he's in double figures with 10.
He's a 79%er, 1.3 left.
Hammocky lets it fly from three-quarter court. Pretty good defensive half for Kansas State. Hawkins for 3. Front rim into the hands of Jones. Austin sets his feet this time. Yes.
shooters do not lose their confidence.
Isolation for Hawkins. Extra pass, and extra pass to Gasson. Spins for the jam. Hassan again, tees up a three. K-State's got the first 8 of the half.
Run and jump defense right there. See if they can get a trap.
Grill down low, reverses it in. He's having a nice game with 9 in the first 2 of the half. I think Brendan Hassan was okay as we went to timeout.
I don't think he came down on any ankle. Just something felt weird, and he stopped. Fort Hays State has scored only 2 points here in the second half.
McDaniel, floater off the backboard won't go. A chore with the board. Where Naquan Tomlin came from, and then last 2 years it's Sam.
Score, first team All-Southern Conference, and one thing at Durham last year.
Barely pulled off the upset of Kansas in the first round of the NCAA tournament. He went nuts in that game, especially down the stretch. Had 23 against the Jayhawks. Three-pointer drops. Chore nowhere to go with it, turns it over. Cats never got into any offense that trip. Crawford.
He is looking for a three-point shot. You saw him make one on the last possession.
Inside, another bucket for Fort Hays State. Riley from the free throw line. Hawkins another board.
Fort Hays State only had 2 points with 5 minutes into the second half. But boy, they've got some good looks here recently.
Buddy Rich in transition. Hawkins finding him as well.
Think how much more effective Buddy Rich will be if he can get that 5 to 7 foot shot to go in, because you know he's a threat right at the basket to dunk.
7 off the bench for Buddy Rich. Second chance opportunity there for the Tigers. Makuna gets it.
A little crazy right now, and Fort Hays State taking advantage of it.
Chore with the mid-range game.
And he has an open.
Beyond the arc, and
here in Bramlage in 2020 and lit it up as a freshman.
Gasson rebounds the McDaniel miss, and he'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Yeah. Fort Hays State, they have never beaten K-State.
With the Wildcats, David Gasson has remained a steady force for this team. Wessel says, I don't feel that there'd be a better place out there for me. I feel like the coaches have my back.
Castillo thought Gasson was cutting, and he stopped. And the lay-in in transition for Muhammad Conte.
Good job by Conte, and there's the continuity we talked about with K-State. Can they find how to play with each other, different combinations? Are you on the same page?
Cats have lost a little rhythm here after pushing it to a 20-point lead. The lob, but a whistle before. Wow, McDaniel put that right on the money, but Amaki leaves it for his brother Lucas.
Those two guys have probably done that a few times. Help defense not there for K-State.
Austin, top of the key, 3. He's got 5 triples.
Defense out. With 5-out look.
Back-to-back buckets for Lucas Amaki. He floats one in.
Aiding them into baseline, but there's no help defense to get there quick enough, so they're able to get something off or make that extra pass.
All alone, Riley.
No help defense on the backside.
Air ball, McDaniel. Outlet pass to Hawkins. Leaves it for Gasson, and he's fouled going to the hole. Hawkins trying to complete the Euro step.
Learning how to work with each other and take advantage of the situation. Coleman Hawkins in double digits, one of the free throw line a lot more. And they had assist.
Yeah, David Gasson gets high from Buddy, no. Martino has it stolen. Hawkins ahead to Buddy for the layup. Buddy Rich doesn't get many layups. They're usually dunks, but.
And you see how they play man-to-man, how often you'll see a big guy like a Chor guarding Hammocky. So
here he's got Conte, and Conte puts him in the spin side.
Basket. He transferred in from Hill College last year.
Great pass, a Chor to the rim, and a blocking foul.
As they've lifted all of their players out to the outside. You get to make sure your guy doesn't get an open three-point look. You can close out on him, but also.
Hawkins from the top. He hits.
Big guy posting up in the paint, and suddenly he flipped it around and was making a three-point shot. And the defender was worried about having him in the paint and wasn't even close.
Left-handed drive and finish from Lucas Hammocky. McDaniel races up the floor, beats his man to the rim, and is fouled.
That shows you the speed that you'll get with Doug McDaniel.
Showing off his quickness there, and that's his game. Wisconsin.
So as soon as you say against Illinois, you think about Coleman Hawkins out there against him. Right. There's a better defensive set. See how he baited him into the drive, and the help defense was there.
McDowell, the bank is open. Aiden McDowell, a freshman out of Crete, Nebraska.
One of the most interesting things about him, and you know Nebraska well, he's a good basketball player, but he is a two-time state champion in singles tennis.
Buddy Rich is in double figure. No backboard this time. McDaniel likes that little runner off the glass. Couldn't get it to drop, but David Gasson is there.
Celtics next year into the Big 12, because they already were the best conference before those teams were added.
Well, there's been a lot of talk and rumors over the last few months about UConn or Gonzaga joining the league. Aiden McDowell with a second three here down the stretch.
To seeing Fort Hays State play this year, they've really earned their opportunity to step it on up and maybe win a conference, but it won't be easy. You think about the rivalry games with the other schools in the state of Kansas.
Good feed inside, and Eli Lawson has a bucket. He's a freshman from Bennington, Kansas.
A 2A school. The thing I like about it is they are not backing down, and their ability to drive to the basket and not be distracted by the big guys there is impressive.
Nice finish by C.J. Jones to take some contact and score. Five to shoot for Martino. Gets it to McDowell, blocked by David Gasson.
1 second, but that's a great block on the help side defense. But do you see how McDowell, as a freshman, doesn't back down? I mean, so often when you see big defenders come, people miss it for them. Just
Lawson. Hawkins the rebound. McDaniel blows by McDowell and lays it in.
He uses that one-handed shot to get it off. 1 week till the regular season starts.
Chor catches in traffic and has it stripped by Martino. Martino over Hawkins. A beautiful layup with the left hand.
Wow.
And Jerome Tang says pull it out here. And that will do it. K-State had stretches of good play, but I think we'll hear from Jerome Tang that his team will have plenty to work on here.
Love the tradition of KU and K-State playing the MIAA schools in the state in an exhibition game, and impressed with Fort Hays State fight. The Wildcats, a lot of things to work on, but still a 14-point win.
Pretty balanced effort all around by K-State. And as expected, Coleman Hawkins doing a lot of good things for the Wildcats. He finishes with 13 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Brendan Hawson led the way. He had 5 triples in the ball game.